Chosen one. This is about the Monday transfer. Listen, there is something specific about this Monday. It is not just another day on the calendar, not a routine turn of the week, not merely a shift from the weekend's rest to the weekday's responsibilities. It is a portal, a precise, timed, divine moment that holds a sacred transaction. The universe has already marked this day, and the systems that normally operate in silence are moving loudly behind the scenes for you. You may not have seen it yet with your physical eyes, but the movement is already in progress. This Monday is not about a vague idea of something good might happen. No, this is a scheduled transfer. And God, in His perfect orchestration, has appointed it with you in mind. Stay with this video until the end. Let the energy settle in your spirit. This is more than just a message, it's an alignment. And write your warmest wishes in the comments and type the number 777, a symbolic activation of universal energy and the releasing of what is already yours. Wishes are not just empty desires. They are coded frequencies sent out into the field of all possibilities. When you express them with sincerity, especially in a prophetic atmosphere like this, something shifts, something opens. Now, chosen one, press the hype button and like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. The Monday transfer is not a metaphor. It is a specific moment of movement. A shift is arriving that carries something you've been waiting for. Not something random, but something recognizable. Something with your name on it. What was held back is no longer being delayed. What was circling around, almost reaching you, is no longer going to orbit in confusion. This time, it lands. It deposits. It arrives. And it's arriving with clarity, power, and divine reason. God has not forgotten any detail of what you've carried. Every silent moment of faith, every step you took, even when the next path wasn't revealed. Every yes when everything in your life said no. Every moment you resisted the urge to give up, even when you were surrounded by shadows that wanted to pull you down. These weren't just moments of pain. They were recordings of faith, and faith never vanishes without reward. In fact, it stacks, it builds, it accumulates into a heavenly weight, and then, at the right moment, it releases. That moment is now. That weight is turning into wealth. That cloud is pouring out favor. That transfer is not random. It's prophetic. You must understand, this transfer is not limited to finances, although financial resources are certainly included. It is also a transfer of atmosphere, a transfer of peace, a transfer of territory. God is shifting the ground beneath your feet. What you used to walk on, what used to shake under pressure, what used to tremble when you approached, is now becoming firm. Steady, secure. This isn't a shaky gift. This isn't a maybe. This is a divine certainty. When God initiates a transfer, He doesn't consult fear. He doesn't require approval. He doesn't delay out of doubt. He moves when it's time. And this Monday is time. Don't be surprised if you feel something in your spirit hours before it manifests. Many chosen ones sense the wave before the wave hits. You're not imagining it. You're sensing the frequency of delivery. The angels assigned to your accounts are not passive. They are active. They are responding to divine instructions. And you, chosen one, are their target of blessing. You are the one who endured, the one who didn't run, the one who held on when others called you foolish. You are not the forgotten. You are the reason the transfer is happening. There have been invisible systems rerouting to reach you. There were detours created so that you wouldn't miss it. There were alignments happening in rooms you've never entered. Your name was in places your feet haven't touched yet. But now, those rooms will open. Those doors will swing. Those systems will pause everything just to recognize your entry. The transfer has weight, not just in amount, but in authority. It will mark the beginning of a different level for you, not just in what you receive, but in how the world recognizes you after. And make no mistake, God is behind this. It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's not the result of someone else's favor. It's Him. His divine strategy has been in place, even when you couldn't see the pattern. The silence was never abandonment, it was construction. He's been building the corridor through which this blessing will flow. He's been clearing out the blocks that you didn't even know were in the way. Some of those blocks weren't physical, they were emotional, internal, mental. Doubt was a block. Insecurity was a block. Confusion was a block. But God is thorough, and He removed what needed to be cleared so the transfer could move in fullness. You may feel overwhelmed by what's coming, and that's okay. Sometimes divine blessings don't feel gentle at first. They feel like floods. And this one is designed to pour, not to trickle. This is not the season of small deposits. This is the season of overflow. And this Monday, the transfer begins. Whether you see it all in one moment or over the course of the week, the initiation starts. The seal breaks. The scrolls open. The energy shifts. So be ready. Not through effort, but through alignment. Be ready in your posture. Be ready in your openness. Don't try to force it. Don't try to chase it. It's coming to you. It's looking for you. You are not on a search. You are being found. Found by favor. Found by blessing. Found by something that couldn't land before because the time wasn't right. But now, everything is synchronized. God is moving like lightning across timelines that were once fragmented. He's restoring years in a moment. What was meant for you in one season but missed its moment has been reprocessed, upgraded. It's no longer just a delivery. It's a multiplied recompense. And you're not receiving this because you're perfect. You're receiving this because you're prepared. You've been refined. You've been trained. You've been made ready by your trials, by your quiet victories, by your persistence in the invisible. You may not have seen results before, but this transfer is not the result of the past. It's the reward for what your spirit carried when no one was watching. And God always rewards what is done in the unseen. This is that reward. This is that moment. This is that Monday. You may not even realize how much has been working for you in secret. For months, even years, your path has been closely monitored by divine intelligence. Delays were not denials, they were strategic pauses. Detours weren't punishments, they were reroutes designed to strengthen your steps and increase your sensitivity to spiritual timing. God has been walking with you, not just ahead of you, not just watching from above, but moving in alignment with your every faithful decision. Every yes you whispered in private, every time you chose obedience over popularity, every act of silent perseverance, it all built this moment. The Monday transfer is not a prize for surviving. It's the release of what was already appointed to reach you when your spirit matched the frequency of its fulfillment. You're not being rewarded by random fortune. You're being acknowledged by divine memory. God remembers what you released to step into your purpose. He remembers what you gave up without asking for applause. He remembers the nights you didn't post your pain, the days you didn't explain your absence, the hours you wrestled in silence with your identity. The transfer is God's way of saying, "I was there." This is not just provision. It's validation. It's confirmation. It's an intimate sign between you and heaven that nothing was wasted, that not one seed of sacrifice went unnoticed, that your obedience in obscurity was the soil for this exact moment. This Monday was not chosen arbitrarily. It is prophetically timed. There is a divine map that operates outside of human understanding, and on that map, this day has been circled, highlighted, and prepared for movement. You may feel like it came out of nowhere, but it didn't. The universe has been building momentum. The spiritual realm has been anticipating your readiness. You may have even felt unrest in your soul recently, not because things were falling apart, but because something was finally coming together. That uneasy feeling wasn't confusion. It was the echo of a breakthrough approaching. For many chosen ones, the transfer will arrive in ways that the natural mind cannot predict. It may not come through the system you expect. It may not arrive wrapped in the packaging you envisioned. But that's the beauty of God's precision. He delivers in alignment with your calling, not your comfort. So if you feel uncertain, let peace speak louder. If you feel nervous, let faith stand firm. This transfer will meet you where you are, but it will not leave you as it found you. It carries elevation. It carries acceleration. It carries identity. Some of you are about to witness a complete redefinition of your life's direction. This is not a small push. This is a divine repositioning. What seemed disconnected will now find its rhythm. What seemed unfinished will now reveal its completion. What felt distant will now feel divinely near. You're not just being handed something, you're being ushered into something. This is not only about money or material gain, this is about access. And access is more powerful than arrival, because once you gain access, the flow cannot be shut down. And let it be made clear, not everyone will understand what's happening to you. They weren't designed to. This transfer was coded to your spiritual DNA. It was never meant to be explained, only experienced. Those who tried to define you by your past will be confused by your present. And that confusion is not your burden to carry. You don't need to convince anyone that the transfer is real. Let the fruit speak. Let the overflow testify. Let your new level announce itself without words. God is not concerned with opinions when it's time for you to rise. He's not negotiating your breakthrough with human reasoning. He's not checking in with systems that once ignored you. He's not asking permission from environments that mishandled you. He's only checking your posture. Are you open? Are you aligned? Are you present for your own arrival? Because sometimes we pray for doors while still standing at exits. This time you're not exiting. You're entering. This time you're not recovering. You're receiving. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to force this. It's already flowing. You don't have to beg for it. It's already decided. What's coming is not coming because you chased it. It's coming because it recognized you. There is something on your life that cannot be imitated. It cannot be counterfeited. The signature of your spirit has authorized this divine dispatch. The delivery has already been stamped and sent. This is not a test. This is not a trial. This is transformation in motion. The vibrations of the universe have already shifted to make space for your arrival. Old energies have been cleared. Old assignments have been cancelled. The barriers that once blocked your movement have been vaporized, not by your hand, but by the divine decree of God. When He says it's time, nothing can stand against it. And He has said, it's time. You may feel emotional in this moment, and that is okay. That trembling in your heart is not fear. It's recognition. You are recognizing the energy of destiny meeting you face to face. You are feeling the exact moment where the internal and external finally align. That's what this Monday is. The collapse of delay, the rise of divine momentum. The handshake between heaven and earth that confirms, it's your moment now. Even those who once overlooked you will feel something shift. They won't know why they're suddenly thinking of you. They won't understand why your name rises in their spirit. But God knows. He is stirring their remembrance. He is putting your name back into rooms where it was once erased. But this time, it's not just being mentioned. It's being highlighted. This time, your name won't just appear, it will carry weight. The Monday transfer is also an announcement to every spiritual force that tried to silence you. It is heaven's way of saying, you didn't break them. You built them. What was meant to take you out has been turned into evidence, and now that evidence is about to become a platform, a foundation for the glory of God to be revealed through your story. This is the turning point where your testimony is no longer private. It becomes public, not as exposure, but as exaltation. This next chapter will not be based on striving. It will be based on stewardship. You're not being tested. You're being trusted. And when God trusts you, He releases things that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. But your spirit knows. It's been feeling it, anticipating it, carrying it in prayer, in pain, in hope, and in silence. The release is not a surprise, it's a fulfillment. Everything is aligning, not just in the seen world, but in the unseen. Contracts are forming. Opportunities are ripening. Resources are being directed. Support is being rerouted. Even divine relationships are being placed in position, all to support the transfer. Because this one doesn't just impact you, it affects everything connected to you. The ripple effect will reach generations. You're not just receiving for today. You're receiving for legacy. And that legacy begins on a Monday. But not just any Monday. This one. The appointed one. The timed one. The one that has been speaking your name in the Spirit for far too long to be denied. The Monday that breaks the silence. The Monday that lifts the weight. The Monday that delivers the promise. The Monday that shifts the timeline. The Monday that belongs to you. Let this moment settle in your soul. Let it speak louder than your doubt. Let it dance louder than your delay. Let it live louder than your history. Because what's ahead has nothing to do with what was behind. This Monday is not payback, it's prophecy fulfilled. And when prophecy manifests, it doesn't knock softly. It enters boldly. You're not waiting anymore, you're welcoming. You're not hoping anymore, you're hosting. And what you're hosting is not small. It's monumental. It's transformational. It's supernatural. What's unfolding now is the result of a decision in the spiritual realm that cannot be reversed. This transfer was sealed with finality, not suggestion. No force can renegotiate what God has already signed. It has gone beyond approval. It has moved into execution. The divine vault has already been opened, and what's inside has already been marked for delivery. You are not waiting for the release. You are walking into its manifestation. And that's why this Monday feels different, even if nothing around you looks different yet. Your soul is responding to something your eyes have not seen. Because your spirit is not bound by time. It recognizes the frequency of change long before your circumstances catch up. That pressure in your chest is not fear, it's confirmation. You are standing at the intersection of two timelines, the one you've endured and the one you were born for. And this transfer will close the distance between them in one supernatural step. Chosen one, this isn't just provision. This is the evidence of covenant. This is the moment where heaven responds to earth's obedience, where God answers you not with words, but with weight. Weight in your influence. Weight in your resources. Weight in your presence. This is when your footsteps start to shake the ground, because what you carry is not light anymore. It's layered with glory, layered with experience, layered with divine permission. You didn't arrive here by accident. You were carried. Carried through storms you never shared. Carried through nights when no one knew your name. Carried through private battles while still showing up in public with strength. You were not surviving. You were being prepared. And that preparation has qualified you for this transfer. Heaven doesn't waste anointing. It waits for maturity. And now, that maturity has opened the floodgates. You may notice things suddenly falling away from your life, relationships that don't align, environments that feel uncomfortable, opportunities that once excited you now feel too small. That's not loss, that's scaling. When God transfers something into your life, He removes everything that can't carry the weight of what's coming. Some of the separation you're experiencing is protection. Some of the silence is sacred. Some of the detachment is divine surgery. God is cutting what no longer serves your elevation.